My name is Gretchen Rubin, and this is The Happiness Project. The pigeon of discontent for this week is my inability to separate my happiness from the state of the world generally. In other words, depressing news stories about wars, crimes, natural disasters, etc. always weigh heavily on my mind, no matter how good my personal situation may be. And I think this is really something where it's a difference in temperament. And it seems like some people are not very affected by things like natural disasters and bad news generally. And then some people are very, very much affected by it. And so one of the things is just to be aware of yourself. And are you somebody who's affected by it? And to my mind, I think there's a difference between the kind of news that you need to follow to be a good citizen of the country and the world, and then the other kind of news where really you don't. And that's things like true crime and natural disasters. Maybe you need to know a little bit about it just to be up to date on what's going on, but you don't need to read story after story after story that fills your mind with horrible, sad details when there's really nothing to be done about it. And it just brings you down, but there's really nothing to be gained. So one of the things to think about is, if you are very affected by this, cut off your consumption of it and don't take it in. Or if you find yourself very, very distressed about it, maybe you can alleviate that feeling by doing something about it. So if you're very, very concerned about the people affected by the tsunami, try to take action to help the people who are affected by the tsunami. Because if you feel like you're making a difference, you'll feel happier about it. But the first thing to do is to follow the resolution to control your consumption of certain kinds of news.